Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Knowledge Spread by Sir Boots. This time we are going to discuss about questions in general mathematics. This is for our review in National Achievement Test. So let's go to number 1. Number 1 question. Which of the following real-life situations represents a function? Letter A, your age and your weight on your birthday each year. Letter B, the name of a course and the number of students enrolled in that course. Letter C, the diameter of a cookie and the number of chocolate chips in it. Letter D, destination versus 15 tricycle fare. So the answer here is letter A. It's because the function is a correspondence where the element of the domain should only be paired once on the element of the range. There should be no repetition of the domain or the element in the domain paired to the range. So it's only letter A, your age and your weight on your birthday each year qualifies to that rule for the function. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 question. Which of the following statements explains the reason why the relation below is a function? Letter A, all output values are positive. Letter B, each input value has exactly one output value. Letter C, there are two input values that are negative. Letter D, the points form a line. The answer here in number 2 is letter B. Why? Because the input value, which is the domain, has exactly one output value. So, it qualifies it explains the reason why the relation is a function. Let's go to number 3. For number 3, find the domain and range of the ordered pair. Okay. The domain are the first element of the ordered pair. So that is -4, -1, -2, and -2 repeated. No? And the range are 4, 1, 8, and 3. So where is that? For letter A, -4, -1, there's no -1, so that is not the choice. So letter B, not also the choice. For letter C, for the domain, -4, -2, and -1. So that is the domain of that set of ordered pairs. And for the range, that is 4, 1, 8, and 3. So the choice here is letter C. Okay, that is the answer. Let us try to see. Okay, letter C. For number 4. Which of the following relations is not a function? So, since we are given the mappings, we should take note that in the pairing, there is no repetition of the pairing in the domain, so that we can decide whether that is a function or relation. So the question is, which of the following relations is not a function? So we should choose here a domain that is paired more than once. So that's letter A. So letter A, that is a question, that is the answer. Because 7 is paired twice. 7 is paired to 2 and to 9. Okay? Let's go to number 5. Use the vertical line test to determine which graph represents a function. So, the rule in the vertical line test is that when we draw a vertical line on the graph, there should only be one intersection or point of intersection between the vertical line and the graph. For letter A, if we draw vertical line along with that, on that vertical line also, there are many points that can be made in the intersection of that line and the vertical line. For letter B, if you are going to, you can see the vertical line at x equals 0. So if there is vertical line there are 2 points of intersection of on the graph. For letter C, if you draw a vertical line, there is only 1 point of intersection between the graph and the vertical line. And so the answer is letter C. Let us try to see. Oh, correct. For number 6, which of the table of values is not a function? So we should see, in order that the table is not a function, there should be repetition of the item in the domain. So for letter A, is there a repetition of the item in the domain? There is none. For letter B, a repetition of the item in the domain, so there is none. For letter C, -3 appears twice, -2 appears twice, -1 appears twice. Therefore, letter C is a table that is not a function. Let us try to see. Okay. So that's it. Let's go to number 7. If find f of -4 when f of x equals x squared minus 5x minus 1. So that means that we are going to substitute -4 to x in the expression. So if we are going to substitute -4 to x in the expression, we have -4 squared minus 5 times -4 minus 1. So -4 square is 16. -4 times -4 is positive 16. Then -5 times -4 is positive 20 minus 1. So therefore, 16 plus 20 equals 36 minus 1 equals 36 minus 1, that is equal to 35. So the answer is letter B. That is letter B. Let us try to see. Okay, the answer is letter B. Number 8. Let f of x equals 3x plus 2 and g of x equals x minus 3. Find f of x minus g of x. So this f of x is 3x plus 2 minus, let's write x minus 3 as quantity. So minus, open parenthesis, x minus 3 close parenthesis. Okay. So the result is 3x plus 2 minus x plus 3. So 3x minus x equals 2x and 2 plus 3 equals 5. So the answer is 2x plus 5. That should be letter B. Let us try to see the answer. Oh, this is wrong answer. It should be letter B. Letter B is the answer. Okay. Not 2x minus 1. As I said, we're going to have 3x plus 2 minus, open parenthesis, x minus 3. So, negative times negative 3 is positive 3. So, it should be 3x minus x, because negative x times 6 is negative x. So, 2x plus 2 plus 3 equals 2x plus 5. So, the answer should be letter B. The choice is wrong. Okay. Let's go to number 9. Let f of x equals 3x plus 2 and g of x equals 7x plus 6. Okay. So, that means we multiply f of x times g of x. So, we multiply 3x plus 2, quantity of 2x plus 2 times the quantity of 7x plus 6. Okay. By FOIL method, we have the first 3x times 7x equals, we have 21x squared. Then, outside is 3x times 6 is 18x. Then inside, 2 times 7x is 14. Then last, 2 times 6 equals 12. So the answer is 21x squared plus 18x plus 14x plus 12. So 18x plus 14x is 32x. So the answer, final answer is 21x squared plus 32x plus 12. So where is that? 21x squared plus 32x plus 12. That is letter D. Letter D. 21x squared plus 32x plus 12. Uy, the answer of letter C and letter D are the same. So, it should be letter D or letter C or letter D. And since letter C appears first, so letter C is the answer. Okay? So, that's okay. But the answer, correct answer also is letter D is also correct. The next, evaluate the function of the given value of the independent variable and simplify. We have x cubed plus 7 divided by or over x squared minus 2. Find f of negative 2. That means we are going to substitute negative 2 to all the x in the expression. So, let's substitute. Negative 2 square, negative 2 cube plus 7 over negative 2 square minus 2 equals negative 2 cube is negative 8 plus 7 over or divided by negative 2 square is 4. Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. Minus 2. And that is negative 7, negative 8 plus 7 equals negative 1. And 4 minus 2 is 2. So the answer is negative 1/2. That is letter B. So letter B. Okay, correct. Number 11. Which of the following is the least common denominator of this rational expression? 5 over 6ab cubed, and 7, negative 7 over 2a squared, and and 9 over 4b squared. To get the least common denominator, you get the multiple of 6 and multiple of 4, multiple of 2 and multiple of 4. So multiplication by multiplication table, 6, 12. So 12, then sa 2, it is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And 4, 4, 8, 12. So the least common denominator of 6, 2, and 4 is 12. For letter A, the highest exponent is 2. Is a square. So for A, there is square. And the highest exponent also of B is cube. So the least common denominator is 12a square b cube. Okay, that is letter B. Okay, so correct. So that is how to get the least common denominator. You have to use the multiplication table of its number to get the least common multiple of the number. And for the variable, you get the highest exponent, and so the common multiple of 6, 2, and 4 are 12, and the highest exponent for A is square, and the highest exponent for B is cube. So the least common denominator is 12a square b cube. Okay. Number 12. Which interval notation represents the set of all numbers greater than or equal to 5 and less than 12? Here, we use bracket and parenthesis at the ends of the interval. The bracket means included, and that is equal, included. Like in letter A, we have 5 included and 12 excluded. Parenthesis is excluded. So in the domain, 5 is excluded, but 12 is not included. 5 is included, but 12 is not included. So we can have that as all real numbers greater than or equal to 5, because it's from 5 to 12. So greater than or equal to 5 and less than 12. So it should be less than 12 because 12 is not included. So the answer of that is letter A. Okay? So letter A. Because letter B, 5 is not included, or 5 is excluded because of the symbol parenthesis. And letter B is 12 is included, but it is there in the problem, it is less than 12, so not. The same with letter C, and for letter D, all are included, 5 and 12, so that's wrong. The answer is letter A. For number 13, which interval notation represents this graph? So it's clear here that 0 is not included and 4 is included, or 0 is excluded and 4 is included. So 0 excluded, where is that? It's letter D, because in letter D, 0 excluded, 4 included. So let's see, correct for letter number 13. For number 14, what is the interval notation for this inequality? So x is greater than 5 and less than 11. So it means that 5 is not included and 11 is not included. So that is, and not included is denoted by parentheses. So it's letter A. Letter A. Okay, so the answer is letter A because letter B, 5 is included. Letter C, 5 is included and 11 is included. Letter D is 5 is excluded and 11 is included. But the problem is 5 is excluded and 11 is excluded. So it should be letter A. Okay. Number 15. What is the interval notation for this inequality? X is greater than 7 and x is less than or equal to 15. This means that 15 here is included. See, 7 is excluded and 15 is included. So letter A, 7 is excluded, 15 is included. Letter B, 7 is excluded, 15 is excluded. Letter C, 7 is included, 15 is excluded. Letter D, 7 is both 7 and 15 are included. So the answer is letter A. Okay, correct. Number 16. Which of the following is the value of the variable in the rational equation below? X over 5 minus 5 over x equals 0. So we cross multiply, x times x is x squared, cross multiply, minus cross multiply 5 times 5 is 25 equals 0, all over 5x. So it should be x squared minus 25 over 5x. But 5x cross multiply to 0, we have equals 0. So x squared minus 25 equals 0. Transpose negative 25. So that is x squared equals 25. So what are the values of x squared equals 25? So the square root of x squared is the square root of equals of 25. So the square root of x squared is x and the square root of 25 is plus or minus or negative and positive 5. So the answer is for letter A, negative 5, positive 5. Letter B, negative 5, 0, 5. No, letter B, 5. Letter C, negative 5, 0, and 5. And D, no solution. The answer is letter A. Okay, so letter A. Number 17. What are the solutions of this inequality? X plus 3 is less than 12. So transpose 3 to the right side. So it becomes x is less than 12 minus 3. So x is less than 9. So x is less than 9. Where is that? So x, for letter A, x is greater than negative 15. B, x is less than 15. C is x is less than 9. Letter D, x is greater than negative 9. So the answer is letter C. Okay. For number 18, which of the following is the value of that variable in the rational equation? 6 over x plus 5 equals 5 over x. So we cross multiply 6 times x, so 6x. Cross multiply x plus 5 to 5, so that is 5x plus 25. So we have to transpose 5x to the left, so 6x minus 5x equals x, then equals 25. So the answer is 25, letter D. Okay. For number 19, there is no number 19. So to continue this, we will have another vlog, maybe tomorrow, for the continuation of our activity and the review of National Achievement Test. Shout out to everyone, all the grade 12 students in Cluster A of UMS, and also if other section and in the other clusters and even other strands, since you have National Achievement Test, you will undergo, all of you. Please subscribe in my channel and view my vlog so that you will learn and we can help one another in order that we can have a good score in good result also in the National Achievement Test. So another vlog will follow maybe tomorrow. Thank you very much.